Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought I would do my favourite drugstore products with you guys. I think I've got about 10ish products to show you, and they are all pretty affordable and just stuff that I love from the drugstore and that I always repurchase and go back for. So to start off with, my favourite foundation from the drugstore is the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and I have got this in the shade... Oh, I don't actually know what shade it is because it doesn't say it on here. It says it on the lid, which I have lost, but it's like W5, 6, something along those lines, but I'll find which one it is and I'll link it down below for you guys. But I absolutely love this foundation. It's quite a medium coverage, it's super blendable, and I've noticed recently in different lighting it kind of gives you this slight, almost like a shimmer, but it's not like a sweaty kind of look. It's just really more of a healthy glow, which I quite like, especially for coming into like spring and then summer. I like to have quite a dewy foundation, so it's definitely not matte, but I do like this because I don't get too oily, although it does say on it, I don't know if it is for combination skin or not, to be honest with you, but I'm a combo and it works well for me, so definitely try that out if you're looking for a new drugstore foundation. Concealer wise, I have been loving, and I'm sure everyone has tried this and everyone speaks about it and raves about it on YouTube. It's the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer by Maybelline. And I've got this in the light shade, and I just use this really to highlight and conceal, but because I've got it in the lighter shade, it is more of a highlighter for me, and I absolutely love this stuff. It's really good coverage for a drugstore brand, and again, it's easy to blend. You only get like 3 colours, so that could be a downside depending on what you actually want it for, but as a highlighter it works really well for me personally. Some other concealers that I actually do like from the drugstore as well is another Maybelline one, which mine is so dirty and absolutely finished. I need to bin this actually, but this is in the shade 10, so again a lighter shade out of the shades that they do in this concealer. Again, really nice concealer, but I just feel like the anti-age gives me more coverage, so I like to use that on like nights out, events and things like that. But this is nice for like an everyday concealer. And then I have more of a true to colour concealer, which is the Collection 2001, and this is in the shade Warm Medium. And the thing I like about the Collection concealers, and it's the Lasting Perfection, sorry, the thing I like about them is that they have the different undertones, so they have like cool and warm, which is quite convenient for me, and if you've got a bit of colour to you, because it gives you a wider range of options, which I know some of the other brands don't offer. But that's more of my concealer that I use for, like, you know, blemishes and things like that, because it's more true to colour. I don't use it to highlight because it is true to colour. And then powders. So my favourite powder is the NYX HD Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade Banana, so it's got more of like that yellow tone to it, which I do need personally because obviously, you know, I've got some colour to me. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I've hit the pan with it and I just think it's such a nice powder. It is HD powder, and I do find it helps with like blemishes and pores. They're not so visible when you apply this powder, and I don't think it lasts me all day on my T-zone personally, but I probably get more oily than maybe the average person does. So if you don't get super oily, then you'll probably find that this will last you throughout the day without touching up. But I do still touch up even when I do apply this, just because I do get, you know, a little bit extra when it comes to the oil. Right, so for my eyebrows, I love to use the Freedom brand, which is relatively, well, I want to say it's new. It is kind of new. Maybe it's been out for like, but yeah, maybe just under, but it was so hard for me to find this product, and I got it from Superdrug. If you live in the UK, in England, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Superdrug is the only place that sells this, because Boots don't sell it, don't know why, but I've got this in the shade Medium Brown, and it's a pomade, so it's like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, which I've also tried, but this is just like literally a cheap alternative. You can't really go wrong with it, it works just as well. And yeah, I love that to fill in my eyebrows. mascaras, I actually use like a super cheap brand, and the only thing I actually buy from this brand is mascaras. I've not tried anything else, so let me know if you have. It's from Miss Sporty, and I've literally used this since I was like a teenager, so that's a while, and I always go back to this. It works well for me. It's just the Miss Sporty Fabulous Lash Extra Black Lash Building Mascara, and I like it. I don't have the worst eyelashes. I've got falsies on right now obviously, but naturally I don't have the worst eyelashes, and you know, it just does the job for me. It lengthens, gives me a bit of volume, and it's buildable, which I like. If I put one layer on, I'll usually wait a bit, and when I'm done getting ready, I'll just put another layer on it just to go a bit extra. And because it's buildable, it works quite well because it allows you to do that. So love that mascara. To contour, I like to use the Master Sculpt. I don't know if this is Maybelline, I think it might be, and it's sorry, in the shade in the shade medium, and that's what it looks like. And it's just got two shades, so a darker contour and the highlight shade. I don't ever use the highlight shade, to be honest with you, but I do like the contour shade. And then you open it up, it's got a mirror, and it's got a little brush there as well that I do like to use to contour with. So I really like that to contour with, and I do use that on a day-to-day basis. It's quite blendable, and I prefer a powder to a cream because I'm not that comfortable with blending in creams yet, but I am with a powder, and you're going to set it with a powder anyway. So for me personally, I love my powder contours, and when you don't have a lot of time, it's just easier to do because it doesn't take so much effort to blend compared to a cream contour. So if you guys are looking for a new contour, definitely check that out. So shimmer wise, because who don't love a good highlight, I've got two products that I love from the drugstore, one more affordable than the other, so just depending on your budget you can try out either of these. So the more high-end kind of drugstore product is the Revlon Skin Lights. It's the face illuminator, and this is in, do you know what, all of the numbers just rub off. It's like ridiculous. Oh no, it's on the front, sorry, it's not ridiculous. It's in the shade 300 Peach Light, and it just looks like this, and it's literally a liquid illuminator, so literally just dab it on to the high points of your face wherever you want a little bit of a glow. It's slightly more of a pink undertone, but I don't mind that because it just kind of blends in, and I usually go over it with a beauty blender anyway. But I do like this, and that's about £12 I want to say. And then the other product is a powder highlighter, and it's a shimmer palette by 17 actually. I don't know if they do different shades of this or if they just do the one, but this says gold bronze, so maybe they do different shades, but that's what this one looks like. So it's got 4 different shades in there, and I tend to use these top 2 first to really go in and give me like a glow, and then these 2 are more like your bronzier colours. So sometimes if I feel like I'm looking a little bit too white using these 2 colours and you can really see them and they're not blending in with my colour, then I will go in with these 2, but these 2 actually work okay for me. They're not too bad, and they actually give me a really nice glow. So I do like this as a powder highlight, and I think that comes in at maybe like £5 or so, so really cheap and affordable as well. Right guys, so that's it. That's all of the products from the drugstore that I've been loving at the moment. Let me know what your favourite products are, and if you want me to do a makeup look on using any of those products or on what I'm wearing at the minute. And I will see you guys in my next video. Leave any requests, or if you've got any questions about these products or in general, then just leave it down below and I will get back to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.